When people are released from jail, they have the responsibility to appear in court. But some of these people choose to go on the run.
They go back home to mommy.
And that is when these guys come into the picture. So sit back and listen to the Off the Hook podcast with Chad and Rob.
Very fine people on both sides.
These are real stories, but the names have been changed.
What's up, everybody? I'm Rob.
And I'm Chad. Good to see everybody.
Man, it's good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
I've had a smile on my face for a good week or so now.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
Oh, I do. Yeah. It was.
Are you people? Do you feel a big sigh of relief, like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders?
I know mine has.
Yeah.
My shoulders have. I'm telling you, man. So what's been going on in your world, man? I've been gone for a week on vacation. Came back and I took a break from the whole social media, TikTok thing. It was very refreshing. But when I got back on, I started looking and seeing all this stuff coming up. I'm just laughing my ass off. It's been amazing, ain't it, Chad?
A lot's been going on, and the liberals are losing their minds. I love it. I mean, hey, we've had 4 years I had to put up with their shit. I don't care anymore. Suck it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is how
Listen,
Chad
man,
feels.
the adults are now back in charge.
Yeah, let's move on from all the craziness, the wokeness, all this stupid shit that's been going on.
All these people that spent all this time and money on hormones and changing their sex, and so they would be valid in social media and news, press, conference, all this.
Even in the administration.
Yeah, it's you're not valid anymore. You spent all this. Your life's really gonna suck now.
Yeah, I'm
because you screwed yourself up to get attention.
I'm
That's
glad.
what it boiled down to.
I'm glad it's backfiring, and it's okay. We'll still accept you over here on the Trump side if you just.
True, that's true. Just know that you need to get some mental help. It's not going to get you attention like you wanted it before, and you were getting the press to cater to all that. It's not going to happen anymore. I don't think. I think we're finally going to dial it back.
While I was on vacation, I was down in the islands, and I talked to some of the locals down there, and they were like, "How do you feel about that?" They asked me. They were like, "How do you feel about Trump?" And I'm like, "Thank God."
Did you ask them how they see us?
Yeah, they said, "Yeah, that shit y'all doing up there is crazy." They were like, "This shit's crazy." I was like,
I
"Yeah,
was
dude."
just watching an Australian girl that was talking about how the world was, laughing at us. She's all in Australia, and now that Trump's taken over and the group that he's putting together, she's like, "I'm jealous. I want to come to America."
Yeah,
now.
Tulsi Gabbard, to me, like the more and more I look at her and see the things that she's done in the past, I really like her. I know you liked her too.
Yep, she's amazing. And Joe Rogan talks highly of her.
Yeah, she's kind of hot.
But these are Democrats. There's like 6 of them.
RFK. I
Elon,
cannot wait to see
Joe Rogan. They're all were previously Democrats, but they saw that their party was hijacked and became too crazy.
Chad, gotta ask you about this. All right, so this is one thing that I've seen since I gotten back, how everybody's like going after RFK right now because he's anti.
What did y'all have some meeting about this guy that I didn't understand? I've heard that the man's got a parasite, and like people have parasites, and like no, it's in his brain. What? Like.
Well, they were talking about he's an anti-vaxxer and the whole night. Yes, he doesn't. He's not going to take your vaccines
so
away.
What?
He's not going to take the vaccines away. If you want it, take it, no problem. But he wants to inform us what is the truth, the safest way of doing things, which that's what I think it should be happening.
The truth came out about vaccines finally. I'm so glad I didn't get one.
Oh, me neither.
I mean, you know, you can. I mean, that's an old news. Calling somebody an anti-vaxxer. If you're still hung up on that, you're living in the past.
Yeah, move away.
Yeah, move on. We know now that wasn't a good move.
You know, but at one time,
I get why people did it though.
There was one point where I was like, God, it's getting bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the thought crossed, you know, my mind, and you know, we thought about it, but I mean, ultimately, I'm like, it's still an experimental drug.
What's that saying thing the saying risk reward? But there's
the risk versus reward wasn't there.
Wasn't there.
The juice versus the squeeze.
Yeah,
it wasn't there. So
yeah, I can't. You know, I'm not about it.
I mean, we literally were flying the airplanes during the height of that.
Yeah, I remember taking a fugitive up to Newark,
New Jersey.
Yeah, we went, and it was so weird. So we were taking this fugitive through the airport, and there was nothing open, not a coffee shop. You can't get a drink. There was nobody. Yeah. And when I walked, it was like the Walking Dead in there. And it was the weirdest thing. I've never seen Newark like that.
Airplane empty.
Yeah.
You know.
But now, years later, we actually see what the hell happened, and we see what was going on. And I think that's where most of America was like, you know what? Some people come out and say, hey, look, I was wrong about the man. Some people say, hey, we told you. Some people are like, you know what? We can't have this crazy shit no more. That's why we all voted. Majority of us voted.
I think a lot of folks that even on the left secretly voted for Trump because they were just tired of they didn't want to give up on their side. I get it. And that's okay. I'm glad you guys went there. It's just between you and God or whoever you're with. I'm glad that you scribbled in that little bubble for Trump.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think we're going to get some actual stuff done. The people that he's putting in place. I mean, it sounds encouraging.
I hope so, because damn, I'm tired. I went to the grocery store yesterday. I actually saw you at the gym.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
you saw me there?
Yeah, I was like,
saw my little moat.
Yeah, I was like, that's shit. But yeah, I went to the grocery store yesterday. Spent $300, and I'm like, I remember for $300 you can get 2 carts full of groceries. Now it's just barely 1.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were getting tired of that. And, you know,
we can't afford shit no more.
It's going to take a minute to get back there, but I mean, a lot's happening. A lot's happening already. I mean, you know, you don't have to give Trump all the praise. He's got a good team, so it's going to be on them some. But it's going to take a minute to get back there. We didn't get there, you know, overnight.
January 20th is going to be interesting.
I'm thinking about going to the inauguration.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, my neighbor was asked me if I'm going, and I think they may be going. They went to one previously when Trump won the first time, and they had a really good time. Huh. They said it's a really cool event to experience. That's not you out there, right?
I hope not.
It's that car behind you. You're good. Anyway.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I just don't like DC.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not much.
It's gonna be a lot of people. I'm not very people-y when in crowds. I'm not that way.
Yeah,
I don't like it, but it's something I would like to experience.
It's gonna be nice.
This historical thing that's gonna go down, and I can't wait. But you know, it's been awful quiet, and a lot of people I've heard say, you know, it's a little too quiet. And
I think the liberals and Democrats took their tails between their legs and saying, I think he's going to I think he's going to uncover stuff that he'd been doing
I think Biden voted for Don.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Their little fire chat. They were chatting. They look like besties. Didn't they?
He should have made him put a MAGA hat on.
Well, he already put it on once. I mean, he probably gave him one or some merch, you know, on his way out.
Hell, I just saw where I guess he was Biden was giving a bunch of money to the rainforest, the Amazon, and dude, he wandered off.
He wandered off into the. They're like our president just wandered off into the rainforest. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, what the hell?
They got a little leash on, a little shot collar.
This is a joke. This has got to be a joke. Or this is actually, you know.
But hey, I mean, what about? Did you see that he agreed to these long range missiles to be used on Russia?
Yeah.
I mean, what is
Why are you doing this right before?
It got to
Trump
screw
takes
it up right before he leaves. He's got to do one more big thing.
I'm so glad that everybody's getting on that Trump train with that Trump dance.
Oh yeah, man! Have you guys been paying attention to sports? Football, pro football,
Yes.
college,
Yes.
and then what's his name?
Yes.
John, the Ultimate Fighter,
John Jones.
John Jones. That dude, he gave his speech, and he, thank God, and then he said, "I'm glad that my president's here," and he did his little.
Oh man,
Don dance, he did that.
Hey, matter of
fact,
I'm gonna play this for you guys at home. I got a clip pulled up here. This was the most badass thing. If you're a true-blooded American and you see this, man, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. This is the video I watched, and it was awesome.
It'll put chills.
But they won't be able to see it, right? They just can hear it.
I can flip it over.
Oh, can you flip it over?
Yeah.
You got to see it.
Let's start it here.
Yeah.
And we can talk about it still, huh?
Okay.
Here we go.
But look at who is with him. Have you ever?
45, soon to be 47, president-elect.
It's unlike any other president has done anything like this.
I mean, they're already talking shit about him coming out with everybody.
You guys cut him some slack. He's not in office yet. You guys, you do your job. He's coming. He's showing you what he's coming with. You got the Speaker of the House
so
there.
Badass though. He looks weird though. He does look weird walking in.
I like him as long as he's not a rhino, but I like the guy. As long as he's legit.
And this went on for a while.
So Dana White, you see him. There's Elon back there.
Yeah, the RFK's there.
RFK, he's walking by Jelly Roll. Look, he sees Joe Rogan. Come here, Joe Rogan. Look at him. Watch him give him a hug. He's like, you did it, man. You did it.
Thank you for your endorsement.
Thank you for your podcast. That's what he's saying right there. You're welcome anytime. I love you very much. Have you on the show.
God,
Big
I love
supporter. I'll just translate for you.
Yeah, right.
I mean, anybody get this excited over a president? I mean, seriously.
Oh, it's nice.
It's nice to see real masculine men
handle shit.
Like take charge. Not a bunch of soy boy.
Right? Oh, I love it.
I mean, look at these people. I want to go to one of these just to see if the president shows up.
Right. God, I would love to go to a USC fight.
There's Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Did you know Kid Rock was going to be in his cabinet? The head of the liquor cabinet. But look, and eventually, and here's one thing I was going to get to.
There's RFK right there.
Yep.
In the blue suit.
Yep.
But
so that's from the UFC 309.
Vivek's in there too somewhere.
Yeah, he's somewhere there.
Don Jr., Eric, they're over there. Kind of in the shadow of their dad.
Tell you what, RFK can get in there and bust your ass too.
Yeah, man. That dude's 69 years old?
Yeah.
70, coming up real soon.
But you know what I would like to see, since Jelly Roll was there? I would like to see Trump approach him and do something about the reform in prison, jail reform. Since Jelly Roll's big with that,
yeah.
Why couldn't he help?
Well,
do something
he's
like
going to
that?
have a voice in it, and he's lived it, so he's going to be able to speak to him about it.
I'm predicting that now, dude.
Yeah,
I'm predicting.
He's going to listen to some people. I mean, he knows who to surround himself with this time.
Yep.
The first time, he's new to this, the whole politics thing, and he took a lot of recommendations, and they turned out to be crappy. But I think he's got his game this time.
I do. Well, the first time, like they've said in the past, the first time he had, he didn't know nothing about governing, and then he had all these people around him telling him what to do, so he did it, and then it kind of bit him in the ass. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Bit him in the ass, and now we're, you had to deal with, dumbass Biden for 4 fucking years. And this woke shit. And then finally, Trump gets back in, and now he knows what to expect.
Right.
He knows what to expect.
Yeah.
So with having these people already lined up, ready to go, I think is brilliant. And then having the real Tony Stark, Elon Musk, the real guy in there. That's going to be interesting. I'm ready to see, have you noticed the past? I don't know, since Bush, that America's kind of been stale. It's the same shit, different day. Really nothing big except the internet. Internet's gotten bigger. People's voices have gotten out there more because of podcasts.
Yeah,
And,
didn't you tell me something about he was going to let podcasts come
yeah,
to
I saw something where
the press
room,
yeah, the press rooms. So that's kind of interesting.
Hey, well, we would like to come. I'll come up to DC for that.
I think my buddy conservative aunt down in Florida.
Yeah, man.
Seen you go to Mar-a-Lago. We talked a couple of times. I think you're in there, man. You'd be a great one to have there, the press.
It'd be nice to have people in there asking regular questions from regular people, because the media has their narrative.
Yeah.
And us, of course, we have, we support Trump. We like Trump, and we voice our opinions that we like it. But we're still going to hold, I don't care who you are in office, we're going to still hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Accountable.
That's the way it works.
Damn,
you shouldn't. Accountable.
Yeah. This is the first day back at work.
Did you
in a
say
while.
accountable?
Accountable.
That's one who eats someone.
Hannibal fucking
No.
Look, man, you gotta give me. I've been drunk for 8 days straight on the island. The first day back at work. So, we're gonna still hold you up to it, and go ahead and take a little bear off, and we'll come back to it. But Jason Smith, we got to congratulations,
Jason.
Damn, I can't talk.
Hope you're watching.
Yeah.
Congratulations on DA
Yes.
for New Hanover and Pender County.
Yep.
We are stoked that you got it, and you deserve it.
But
Good job, buddy.
We're going to hold you accountable. Accountable.
He's got a tough job, but the man's got 15 years of experience. This is just a good transition for him to be DA.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm hoping to see. I'm a little, upset about the whole governor and attorney general right now for North Carolina.
That is the only thing that I'm upset about with this past election is enough people did not see through Josh Stein's crap to elect Mark Robinson. Mark, buddy, I know. We'll talk sometime.
But anyway, so we're going to hold these people we put in office. We're going to hold them to their standards.
Spit it out, Rob. Come
We're
on.
going to hold them to their standards.
Well, yeah, we have to. Not just because they got an R or D,
Right.
by their name. Let's start making sense this time.
Let's take care of America.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw some kind of veering into this where, Elon Musk and Vivek is going to be Vivek, whatever. I can't.
Come on, it's Kamala, not Kamala.
Whatever.
they always say that.
The big
It's
V and
Kamala.
Elon.
Kamala.
So they're going to go in,
Whatever.
and they're going to start looking at all this wasteful spending. And they've already found a bunch of stuff. They've already let it out. And one thing I saw that, and Chad saw it too, is $15 million in scholarship money that are going to Egyptian citizens going to Egyptian college. Why are we giving that out? That's $15 million. I can do a lot with $15 million.
Another $350,000 to see if sea monkeys swim better in vodka versus tequila. Stupid studies that we hear about that the government's spending. They've got to be in some room like, all right, guys, think of something really, really stupid and let's send money and call it that. It's crazy.
So this whole wasteful spending stuff, I'm excited to see. And then you're gonna have to put up with the really far left Democrats like Nancy freaking Pelosi and oh God,
Time for you just to cash out, lady.
you ain't lying. Go get drunk somewhere else. So they're going to fight him no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's good for the country. She's still going to fight, and it's like, what the hell? Like, what are we doing here? So, but I do have something I wanted to share with you, sir. I got to find it here.
Oh, while I'm thinking of it, good job, Los Angeles County, for kicking Gascon out of office by a huge majority, getting rid of that asshole that's in Los Angeles County. Soros elected person the first time. Good for you guys. Proud of California for that. That guy needed to go.
All right, I got you.
You talking about Gavin Newsom's $9 million place that he just bought?
No.
Did you see that?
Like, well, I
yeah.
don't-
Speaking of California and their smart things,
I'm talking about Illinois.
Gavin Newsom just purchased a $9 million shack to, blend in with the homeless.
Right? Why in the fuck would you want to do that? Like,
Well,
why a $9 million home for?
he needs it. He doesn't want to see all those homeless people that he's supposedly taking care of.
If you're
Right?
getting rich in politics, you're in the wrong business. You're getting rich off of our backs.
Well, that's Nancy Pelosi's nephew, right?
I guess. I don't know. They know each. I mean, they got insider trading all day long.
They're related.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, they're related.
And they got insider trading, and if we did it, we'd get put in prison. Martha Stewart did.
Martha
She got
Stewart
put.
did, yeah.
She got put in prison. But you let that drunk old hag do it, and she's praised for it. Don't make no sense to me at all. But here is the story I wanted to bring up. I found, and this relates to us as bondsmen.
Oh, the Chicago thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Chicago Police Department reported having arrested more than 30 members of the dangerous, I can't pronounce it, it's whatever, Venezuelan street gang, only to find courts releasing many of them right back out to the streets.
Yeah.
Dozens of gang members have been arrested over the last 2 years for an array of offenses, including drug dealing, human trafficking, gun charges, theft, and other charges. However, thanks to the recent statewide implementation of the Safety Act, which eliminated cash bail in most cases, many of these gang members were released right after being arrested.
And that term cash bail, that was put out by the left to...
The records
give
were
a
uncovered after a
negative
Freedom of
connotation.
Information Act requested by American First Legal. So your taxpayers just paid for them to get out, and guess what? They're not showing back up. But
Hey, but they're being good since they've been let out, right? They're minding their...
yeah, they went right back to doing what they know what to do because that's the only thing they know what to do. But you know what? It's okay because here's another point I was going to bring up. This mass deportation thing that we're about to have.
Yeah, so...
Bye-bye.
So I'm really interested to see. I think that's going to happen fast.
Yeah, I kind of want to, can we throw our names in the hats? I mean, that's what we do, right?
Well, yeah, but
Find
what
people and get 'em out of
I
here.
think that what they're going to do is they're going to go to all the jails, prisons that are housing folks that are illegally here and have already committed a crime. Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to take them, because I was just doing the math the other day here in New Hanover County. I think we have somewhere around 50-ish illegal folks that are in jail here currently.
Do you know how many children we have here?
What do you mean here? In this
New
county?
Hanover, and just in this county.
Illegal?
Illegal.
How many?
200 Haitians.
Really?
Yes.
Haitians?
Haitians.
That's just Haitians,
Just Haitians.
not Hispanics,
Nope.
not any other.
Nope.
Just Haitians.
Nope.
Interesting.
That's the county's having to foot that bill.
So I was back to the local jail here in New Hanover.
Yep.
All right, we're one county, North
Out of
Carolina.
100.
Out of 100. We have 100 counties in North Carolina. So if you do the math here, our little jail here has, I think it holds up to 500 people.
I know it's more than that.
Is it more?
Yeah, I won't say it holds up 800, but
That many?
Yeah, It's almost full because
it's gone.
over half of it is
it's being housed for other places.
Yeah, our jail here is part of a federal holding system.
Yep.
So we hold you for like federal crimes.
But let's go back to the math. Like you got 50 illegal people we're housing. So that's feeding, medicating.
That's $100 a day per person.
Times 50. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's just one county. Let's say on average, because we're not the biggest county. We're a small county, actually. We're just heavily populated for, where we are. But let's say on average, there's 50.
$5,000 a day.
Let's say there's 50. No, let's say for that 100 counties in North Carolina, 50 people on average. Some are more, some are less.
Per county or a whole state?
Just say the whole state. Because Charlotte, Raleigh, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, those are all larger cities, and they probably have more. But if you do the math, 50.
That's $500,000 a day. If each county has 50 people in it.
Yeah.
That's $500,000 a day.
Just in North Carolina per day.
Per day.
To house. That doesn't count, your medical. That's just feeding and housing.
Now, if you say if you want to get in bigger numbers here, you take that $500,000 a day and you times that by 50 states, and you do it across the U.S. on average $500,000 a day.
I can't even
$25 million a day.
I don't know. I don't know about that math, man, because you'd have to know the counties, the size. I mean,
you
I'm
just
to
doing
California,
average.
New York. I mean, especially these.
I bet you I'm not too far off.
I don't know, but I can just speak for our little area here, and I know the math. It's got to be huge.
Yeah.
But think about that. If you take those folks and just start there, the money that we'll be saving for each state,
I think, honestly, my beliefs, I don't know about you, Chad, but I think all this money that we're like sending for these stupid programs, like, if a drunk monkey or whatever that's called.
I mean,
but all this money, I think it's being laundered.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Zelensky money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's laundered. What do you think?
Hey, did you know?
Why wouldn't you send tanks, planes, things needed for war? Why do you send cash? It's kind of hard to trace that, isn't it? It sounds too shady to me. So, I think, absolutely laundered.
Yeah. But I think a lot of these Democrats that have tucked their tails in and you ain't heard from them, I think they know they're going to be shown to the world of who they really are, and I think they're scared.
Well, maybe.
So
they may be, but it's awful quiet.
I got one for you, Chad. Who was the biggest celebrity paid by the Harris campaign?
Zelensky.
You got it. I saw that on TikTok somewhere, or somewhere online. I thought
is it true that Camilla, whatever her name is, that she owes $20 million?
That's what I saw.
Campaign funds. She's short.
Yeah,
right?
She's short, so she's in debt, owes this money, and she wants to take over our country and get us back on track.
Sounds like a good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, it's like taking a shit. Wiping your ass before you take a shit.
That's a bad analogy, Rob.
Yeah, but it's so worth it.
Paints
speaking
a
of
picture.
How's your Dogecoin doing?
Well, it did go way up.
It's been up and down the past few days.
Oh, dude, I sat there and watched it a couple days ago. Man, it was just like I was getting alerts like every hour. Ding, ding, it's going up, going up. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that thing it's been a while. I think you told me about it or something years ago.
2021, I think we've had it since.
Yeah, and I bought it. It was like dirt cheap, so I threw $100 in there.
It's all like fractions of a
penny, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh man, I've sat on this thing forever. I'd never even looked at it really until now, and damn if it ain't doing pretty damn good.
Right.
I'm digging it. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else that you, any articles that you found, sir?
Man, it's just Letitia James is getting nervous. Oh, I'm just going over some of the highlights in the news. Then all the news looks so good these days, man. I mean, unless you're a Democrat, then it sucks.
Now,
feel
one
bad
thing
for my neighbor.
I did want to touch on. I did want to touch on this. It's a little, kind of touches home, and it sucks. This Lake and Riley,
Oh God,
the court case going on right now.
yes.
That is, they played the 911 call in court, and you saw her mama crying over there. And,
Oh my gosh.
and if that doesn't make you want to back Mr. Trump and what he's doing with the deportation and the crime, because I literally, before we started this podcast, I saw a live feed that Trump's talking right now about how violence in America has gone up 37%. 37%. And that's just one out of many stories. I'm sure there's stories out there we don't know about.
Oh, absolutely. I know. I mean, even in we hear about stories that happen in our little neck of the woods here that don't make it to the news.
No.
You know, there's deaths that happen that you don't hear about here. So I mean, we're just one little spot. I mean, you think about that, multiply that, times your area. Things happen that you don't even hear about. So I mean, we got to support our police, things that what us as bondsmen do. I mean, our system is not perfect, but
it can be better.
It can be better, but getting rid of it is not the answer by a long shot. And people are seeing that now. I think L.A. figured that out the hard way.
Well, that's amazing. Joe Rogan said this, and I completely agree. I thought the same thing. The states that Kamala won.
Oh, they were all
They were not. Yeah.
They didn't need
They didn't need an ID to vote.
It'd be interesting to see what would happen if you did require them in that state.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that statistic too. That's pretty interesting.
Man, I just I'm ready for a safe America.
I'm glad there's common sense people still out in this world.
Yeah.
Gives me hope.
Thank you for going out and vote.
Yeah.
Thank you for going out and vote, and thank you for supporting us on this podcast. We've gotten some good reviews. We've had we've got some. We can tell like analytics. We can tell like who are listening. We can't see who's listening.
We like seeing all the different places. I like seeing other countries. There's like somebody in Africa that watches us regularly. It's pretty cool. Hey man, what's up?
What's up? There's some in Australia.
Yeah. We got some in Australia.
I think Europe somewhere.
There's a couple of countries. It's pretty cool to be able to see, little thing that we're doing here.
Yeah, this is awesome because I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, it's funny. Like you see us sitting at this table, and you see the background going on. But this office is not that big, and we've got all this equipment that you don't see that's going on. We got lights here, lights above us.
We got a golf cart right there.
Yeah, we got a golf cart right about. How about this damn TV here to my left that you keep?
I keep staring at. I can't help it. So I'm drawn to it.
It's a monitor to let me know what you guys are seeing. So that's
what. Put a wall there or something. It's hard to stare at that.
I might be able to move it.
I know, and I know we need to. We need those cameras to like go on us when we talk. We need to do.
Yeah, we need a producer.
We need. Yeah, anybody help us? Help us. Anyway, I'm sorry we didn't talk about a go get you story today.
Yeah, we like I said, I just got back.
We didn't have anything to put out for tomorrow. This is kind of short notice, so we wanted to mainly just had a lot on our minds with politics going on, and we wanted to talk about that just this time. In the full context of our video. We'll go back to telling stories. We have more, but we just wanted to talk about because it was huge. It's still going on. It's huge.
Yeah, and I like I said again, I thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and I'm sure Chad agrees with me. Thank you for supporting us. It's been absolutely amazing. And we like doing this. It's kind of a the way to get it all out, I guess you can say.
Yeah. I guess so. It's how we get our frustrations, our thoughts out, and we got some new things that we're going to come up with. We got one guy that wants to be on the podcast remotely. That's a fugitive recovery agent
Out of Colorado, ain't it?
Is it Colorado?
I believe so.
Something like that. We got to, we're going to come up with some stuff for you guys.
Yeah, we got some good stuff.
Don't worry. We got new stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I got some cool things happening. So December 7th, actually my band's playing. We're only playing 5 songs.
So we're not going to talk about a whole bunch of local stuff anymore.
No. I'm excited about it, though.
So we're gonna kick it and get some people involved. There's one in particular that I heard about this weekend that I'm kind of stoked about.
Oh man, if that happens, things might change a little bit if he comes up on here. We ain't gonna say a name. I would love for it to happen.
No, we don't say no names until it happens.
No, I would love for that to happen, but Chad,
but it's an entertainer. We'll say that.
Yes, big.
You older guys will appreciate it, and girls, will appreciate that.
So anyway, that's it for today's show. For now,
that's a wrap.
Chad, it's glad to be back, and man, I like that.
Yeah.
What shirt you got on?
I got new merch. I mean, I got shirts. I got shirts now.
Hats, shirts. It's coming.
I'm getting ready to do the long sleeve sun shirts and other stuff. Oh yeah, both logos. This is one logo.
I got a lot of compliments when I was in the islands.
Yeah, you said, and then Miami or
I was in Miami airport. People were like, "Hey, I like this shirt, I like the hat." I'm like, "Yeah, appreciate it." I told them about us.
Don't have the website up yet. I'm trying to get more inventory in before I start my site. So I'm trying to put things in order. And once I do, you guys can
have at it.
So
I'm telling you, I'm enjoying it. So.
All right, man.
All right. Well, Chad, until next time, I'm Rob.
And I'm Chad.
And we'll talk to you next time.
Peace out.
You've been listening to Off the Hook with Chad and Rob. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And be sure to follow us for notifications for another exciting episode. But in the meantime, you can go to our website at www.offthehookbail.com to see more. So until next time, stay out of trouble, or it'll be you that needs to get off the hook. See you soon.